This is truly a shocking and sad story. You know, I just spoke to Jay Grossman, that's Cherepanov's agent. He described this as a terribly shocking event, a very gifted young man, outstanding young talent, you know, definitely a loss to the hockey world. Now, Cherepanov was actually okayed by doctors to play before the game. He felt ill. He collapsed during the game. He was later taken to the hospital, and that's where he was pronounced dead. Now, the interesting thing about this is that it's routine for doctors and ambulances to be there during the whole game in case something unfortunate like this happens. But in this case, the doctors and the ambulance actually left before the end of the game, which is a little bit strange. And also, they were having problems with the heart monitor, so there were a lot of unanswered questions in this case. And, you know, the whole team went to the church to pray for him, a shocking event, and a lot of unanswered questions regarding the equipment and why, in fact, the doctors had left before the end of the game. The New York Rangers, actually, they did play against the Devils. After his death was announced, they had a minute of silence for him before the game started, and they actually dedicated the game to him, which they won. So, of course, devastation there. They have lost a great hockey player, and even though a lot of the players hadn't had a chance to meet him yet, they were certainly looking forward to it. I should also mention that he will be buried tomorrow in Omsk. And Russia is actually starting an investigation in regards to what I mentioned earlier. And my colleagues from Moscow will have more information and more details.
He was known as the Siberian Express, and at 19 had the world of ice hockey at his feet. Alexei Cherepanov was playing his second season for Avangard Omsk, a team from southwest Siberia. In a game against Chekhov Vitязь, he collided with a player from his team. Later, he collapsed on a bench, apparently after his heart stopped. He was revived and taken into intensive care, but was pronounced dead 2 hours later. Avangard coach said the young player never had any heart problems.
It's tough. I don't know how that happened, and it's hard to believe. But I didn't observe any symptoms when I worked with him, so I'm perplexed.
Unusually, the ambulance that was normally present outside games had already left and had to be called back. In June last year, Cherepanov was selected for the National Hockey League's New York Rangers, a move he was tragically never able to make. Hockey legend Vyacheslav Tretyak has said the sport was in shock.
It's a great loss for the Hockey Federation, but sometimes sport can be a dangerous thing.
Hockey fans were stunned at the news.
He worked and trained hard.
His goal was always set, and he was not afraid to go for it.
In Omsk, flowers have been laid outside his front door as they pay their final respects to one of hockey's most promising stars. Alexei Chekhunoff,